Hello, my friends. I am Dr. Bree, and I know you all love quick workouts, and I know you like waist-whittling workouts that are safe for the pelvic floor and core. This workout isn't going to involve any lying on your back crunches. There will be some side crunches, but I think that they're going to work for you. As always, listen to your own body, and if it's not working for your particular core or pelvic floor needs, then stop or modify. Let's go ahead and get right to it. We're going to actually begin lying down on our back. So carefully come down through your side onto your back. You're going to engage your pelvic floor, pull in your low belly, and keep your back very close to the ground throughout this move. Bring one leg up, keep your core strong and engaged, lift the other one up as well, and you can bend your knees for this. Now, bring your arms out to a T shape like this. Maybe turn your palms up so you're not tempted to grip the floor. So palms up. Again, core is strong. You're going to bring one foot and leg behind the other, keeping your core strong and breathing steadily. So you want to keep your belly pulled in and your pelvic floor is of course lifted as well, and you are exhaling as you switch legs back and forth. I kind of think of this like a propeller, like a half propeller. You're going one direction like a propeller blade and then going the other direction. Again, your knees can be straight or they can be bent a little bit at the knee if they need to. Turn your palms down if you'd like, but just be sure that you're not gripping the floor. Keep breathing. Now we're about to pull in those obliques a little bit more, the sides of the waist. So be sure that you are strongly engaged through the pelvic floor and the low belly, nice and lifted through there. Low back is close to the ground. Okay, now let's try to pull in those obliques a little bit more. So we are gonna move both legs to the left, but our right leg is gonna cross over first. So right leg crosses over and then crosses back. And now come to the middle. Right leg crosses over and back. Now come to the right. Your right leg crosses over and then back to the middle and back to the left with both legs. Right leg crosses over, then to the middle with both legs. Right leg crosses in front, then to the right with both legs. Right leg crosses in front, middle, left with both legs, middle, right with both legs, middle. Keep breathing. I'm going to breathe now. Arms are relaxed. Core is strong. Now stay here for a moment. Hug those knees into the chest. Release those hip flexors. They're pretty tight. They're probably feeling that. So let's take a little pencil stretch. And we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to lead with the left leg. So this is just getting our obliques and our whole core warmed up. So one leg up, strong and lifted through the pelvic floor. Pull the belly in, reset that position. And now we're going to cross left leg in front. So really engage through the core. Left leg goes in front. Now to the right, left leg going in front, to the middle, to the left, left leg going in front, back to the middle, to the right with both legs, your left leg is going in front, to the middle, and left with both legs, then the middle. Your hip flexors are definitely feeling a little something here. That's okay. Last one here. To the right with both legs, to the middle, and to the left. Okay, hug those knees in, and then stretch it nice and long. Shake it all out. Release your pelvic floor, release your belly. Just let everything be jiggly and loose. And now bring your feet up. Lift your tailbone away from the floor, engage your pelvic floor, pull in your low belly, and peel off the floor one vertebrae at a time into a bridge. So think of your front hip spikes right here, your front hip points, And I want you to think about lengthening this right one toward the front of the room. And then the left one. Press that left hip spike toward the front of the room, forward. And then the right hip spike goes forward. And then the left hip spike goes forward. Little tick-tock motion with your hips. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. This isn't really a strengthener. It's more of just a motion is lotion movement to kind of release the hip flexors and stretch out the core a little bit more in preparation for our next moves. Strengthening the bottom though, so strong through the glutes. 2 more tick-tocks on each side. Tick-tock, and then roll it down. Release. Okay, roll to your side and come up onto your hands and knees. Okay, on your hands and knees, your knees are directly under your hips. Hands are directly under your shoulders. Fingers spread out. Let's first loosen up the hips, loosen everything up, and then we're gonna find that nice neutral tabletop position. Lift your belly button toward your spine so that you are not tucking your tailbone under, but you're nice and firm and engaged through your core. So belly button is lifted toward the spine. Strong through the core, you're gonna swing your right hip toward your head and then look toward that right hip. So you should feel a nice crunch right here in the side waist. Now again, because we're not on our backs doing a crunch, this move is a little bit safer for anyone who has diastasis recti and is concerned. Give it a try and see what you think. You want to feel the tension right here. Now come back to the middle and crunch it again. Feel that crunch. Your belly is still pulled in and lifted in the front, but you're also crunched on the side. Let's do it one more time. Crunch that hip toward the head and the head toward the hip. You're looking at your own booty. All right, come back to the middle. Now keep that belly button strongly pulled in. If you need to release and then relift, that's fine. Right leg straight behind you. You are going to do that same crunch that we just did, but you're gonna pull your knee toward your right ear. Right knee toward right ear. Crunch. You may not actually touch it, and that's okay, but just pull that knee toward the ear. Keep your elbows straight, belly pulled in. Now swing that leg behind you and look. So you're stretching the right side body. Let's do it again. Crunch that knee toward the ear, side crunch, belly pulled in, and then swing it out to the side and look. So look to the right, toward the right knee with your ear, and then look toward that right foot with your head. Crunching, belly is pulled in, elbows are straight, breathing out, and then look at the foot. Exhale and crunch. And then look at the foot. This is a strong exercise. Exhale and crunch. And then look at the foot. Belly pulls towards spine. Look at the foot. Last one. And oh my gosh, let that foot down on the ground. Just take a moment to kind of rock in this position. Feels so good. And then take a minute to roll out your hands. Same thing, other side. You can be on fists if that's easier on you. So find your neutral spine position. Lift your belly button away from the floor without tucking your tailbone under. We don't want to do that. So neutral spine, belly button is lifted, and take 3 crunches, nice and slow. Look your left hip toward your left head. So you're looking over your shoulder at your left hip. And then back. Look over your shoulder at your left hip. Bring that left hip up toward your shoulder, crunching it. Make sure belly button is still pulled to spine. And release. One more time. Side crunch, elbows stay straight. Front of the abs are strong, and so are the sides. And release. Now, release your belly if you need to. Lift it now toward the spine on an exhale. Left leg straight behind you. And just like before, Left knee toward left ear, side crunch. Front of the abs are pulled in and strong, and then look behind you at your foot. Okay, side crunch. And look behind you at your foot. So you are first strengthening and crunching that left side, and then you're stretching it out. Front of the abs are pulled toward your spine, belly button is lifted away from the floor, and you are breathing. Make sure also your elbows are staying straight and that you're not collapsing into your upper body. Take it very slow. You can see me shaking probably. I am feeling this. Belly button pulls toward the spine. Last one. Oh my gosh. Again, sit back on your heels, roll out your wrists, and come onto your elbow. So go ahead and just mirror me. This is my left side, it might be your right side, but that's okay. Mirror me, so you're on your bent elbow with your elbow directly under your shoulder. Your body is pretty straight. Your knees can be a little bit forward, but not like this. You're trying to get your body into a plank. We're gonna go into a side plank on your elbow and your knee. So I'm gonna show you what's going on in my waist here. Inhale, and then exhale, lift your pelvic floor, pull in your low abs, and lift up into a plank, side plank. From your elbow. Make sure that your elbow is right under your shoulder and hold it nice and strong. Now we're gonna use our imaginations. Picture a ball of energy, a big glowing ball of light. Lift up, holding that ball in your hand, and then bring that ball so it's right here. Picture that glowing ball of energy. Now I want you to push, use your hand to push that ball of energy up. So it's like you're feeling that ball of energy pushing up. Of course, nothing's actually touching your side waist, but feel that it's pushing you up. You're lifting and crunching with these oblique muscles, and then release. Push it up and release. 3 more times. And release. 2 more times. Release. Strong core. Last time. And release. Switch to the other side directly. So straight over to the other side. Side plank from your elbow. Inhale, strong. Exhale, lift pelvic floor, pull belly button to spine, and we go up into the side plank. Okay, lift that arm up, grab your ball of light, make sure your elbow is directly under your shoulder, and we're gonna bring that ball of light right here. You wanna feel that that ball of light is actually pressing into you as you lift yourself up. So lift up. That ball of light is pressing against you as you lift and down. One more time. And down. Okay, come down onto your side. Same exact thing, or you can go into a full side plank. I'm gonna show you the full side plank, but remember, you can just repeat what we already did. So feet are staggered, strong through the core. You're gonna be strong through this arm right here. We're gonna lift into a side plank. I like to have my hand down at first to kind of help me up. On an exhale, now find your bearings, find your balance. Strong core, lift that arm up toward the sky, grab your ball of light, bring it under, and 5 times. Straight over to the other side. So hands down, switch sides, reach the arm up, swing it under, grab your ball of light, and press up 5 times. Come down carefully onto one knee and then the other. Sit back into child's pose. Exhale strongly as you fold forward. Decompression breath there. And press your hands into the floor, pressing away from your tailbone. This is a very active child's pose. And then sweep both hands over to the left, feeling that nice side body stretch. Take a deep breath and then sweep them over to the right. We have 2 more moves. So come on up carefully. We're gonna move into a really cool move that I actually learned on the 21-day fix program called Z push-ups. These are gonna work the hips and the arms, especially the triceps, and of course the obliques. So your knees are bent, stacked one on top of the other. Nice little pretty posture right here. Now they are bent strongly in front. They're not out to the side like this, up back. They're actually bent up. Now your hands are gonna be in a push-up position. I like to line them pretty much with the edge of my yoga mat, and you might need to adjust as we go, but that's okay. So you're gonna come down into a push-up and you're gonna feel this in your tricep, your outer tricep here. Come down, chest is forward, so you're not collapsing like this. Chest is forward, and then when you push up on an exhale, you can either bring your hips up from your knees like this, or you can lift your hips and your knees off the ground like this. You're gonna really feel that in your obliques. So again, that happens on the exhale as you push yourself up. I'm gonna show you right now, and you can play with this. If your pelvic floor can't handle that full pressure from this move, which is quite complicated. If you feel any type of downward pressure, or if it feels like it's just not working for you, then please don't lift your knees up. Just try lifting just your hips up from your knees. See how my knees are still on the ground? And even that might be too much. And if that's the case, just work toward this. It's okay. This is an advanced move. I want you to be sure that you're breathing correctly, lifting your pelvic floor and pulling in your low belly as you do this move. So here we go, 5 times, nice and slow. Come down, press up from your knees or all the way. And slowly come down, and then exhale. Crunch that oblique, crunch that side waist. Whoa, don't do that. And come down, and exhale up. 2 more. Down, exhale up. Last one. Down, exhale up. And wow, right? We go to the other side. So, knees stacked, legs stacked. Nice tall position for a moment. Then we move on to the other side. Let's take a minute to kind of go through one, because I sort of did that when I explained the last side. Just be sure that your hands are nice and in line. You're gonna come down, chest is forward, don't be all hunchy. And then when you press up, either lift your pelvic floor, pull in your low belly, and either come to the knees or come all the way up, feeling that crunch in your obliques and your whole core. Remember, listen to your body. If that's too much, just come to the knees, or just skip this move for now. It's totally okay. Let's do 5. Down, and then exhale up. Down, exhale up. Down, exhale. 2 more times. Last time. Come onto your hands. Maybe you want to roll out your wrists for a moment. Bring your hands behind you, maybe in fists if that feels better for you. Rock your knees side to side, and we have one more move on your back that I love. Haven't done it in quite a while. It's called Slalom. So very carefully, take a minute to just stretch, and then very carefully roll onto your side and onto your back. Just like we did at the beginning, you're going to make sure that your low back stays close to the ground. Lift pelvic floor, pull low abs in, and then straighten one leg and then the other. In this position, strongly bend your knees. They do not need to be straight. So bend your knees, pelvic floor lifts, low belly pulls in just like before. Hands can be at your sides. You're going to strongly drive your knees to the right and the left, to the right and the left, keeping your feet in the same general spot on the ceiling. So your whole legs aren't moving like this. In fact, your feet are staying quite still, but your knees and your hips are driving to the right and the left. You're gonna have to actually pick up your hips just a little bit to make this happen. So exhale as you do this. Take it slow. Knees and hips drive to the right and the left, keeping your knees together. Don't let them flop apart. And again, keeping your feet in the same general spot on the ceiling. Breathe steadily. Feel this working your obliques, your deep waist muscles. I love this move. Remember, your knees can be strongly bent. Belly pulled in toward the spine. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Belly pulled in. And release the feet. Recenter yourself. Long pencil stretch. Let everything go. Take a big, deep belly breath into your low abs, your pelvic floor. Let it be relaxed. Maybe stretch your legs out. Flop your knees. Make sure everything is just released and relaxed. And then carefully bring your legs up. Roll to your side. And press yourself up to a seated position. I hope you enjoyed this quick waist whittling workout. It definitely left me a little bit with my heart pumping a bit, a little bit sweaty, and a little bit breathless. So I hope you felt that too. And if you had trouble with any of the moves, please don't get frustrated. Just work with your body, modify as needed, and you will get stronger and stronger every day. If you push yourself too hard, however, you could injure yourself or aggravate your pelvic floor conditions. So we don't want that. Just take baby steps and you will see progress over time. Remember the breathing, it's key. Always exhale with exertion and just have fun. So thanks as always for watching. And until next time, remember, eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter. I'll see you next time.